G'day folks, this is our interactive PDF for our pre-plans that we are planning to use in the future, and I've sent that out to you so you guys can actually fill one out of those pre-plans relating to your own property. So as you can see on the Adobe Reader, you can highlight the fields, or you can turn them off by clicking on the right hand side button here. I usually leave them on so I know what fields I have to fill out. Some of those fields are text fields, which means you just can write in whatever you like, and they also are adjusted adjusting the font size of the text. So if you have to write more information into a text field over multiple lines, it will automatically reduce the font size of the text. Also, some fields, like this one's for example here, they will be asked on page 2 again, but the way I've set those ones is that that information now will also appear already on page 2, like you can see here, automatically. Alright, so you don't have to retype that again. So that's one type of interactive fields that are added on that file, and as I said, it can be filled out on a computer, it can be filled out on any mobile device. On the mobile device, what you basically need is your Adobe Reader app to be able to fill that out, so any tablet, any mobile phone. So you go ahead, fill out as much as you can, provide some information if you've got some gas bottles or anything and where it's located, electricity. And the next thing we have here are drop-down menus. Those drop-down menus are created just to make it a little bit easier to speed up the process of filling in those fields. So some choices have been given on those drop-down menus. It could be that we have, or that I've forgotten to add particular things to those drop-down menu, but don't worry, if you can't find it in the list of the drop-down, you simply can just override the text within that field and customize it to your own text, so you don't necessarily have to choose from the drop-down. If it's in there, use it. If not, you can write your own message. Down here, again, drop-downs, customized text. Again, if you don't find it, you can override it and put it in your own words. Please fill that form out as best as you can, short and sharp. You know what to put in. You may even have a floor plan, or you have an image of your property that you like to attach to that particular PDF. So what you can do, for example, is you come down to the bottom on page 2, and it says down here, other comments that add value to above information. So if you've got an image, what you're going to do is on my particular version Adobe Reader, I go to View, go to Comment, and open up the attached file icon, which I got here under Annotations. I click on the clip, come over to where I want to attach the file to, and I wanted to have this particular file within that box, and you can attach any file. Okay, so it could be an image, for example, okay, that you wanted to show. So use that image for example. It will pop up a box and ask me, what icon do you want to use? Well, it's an attachment, so I use the attachment icon. I go into General, and I might give it a name, floor plan, I call it, floor plan, and then I give it a little bit description. This is the floor plan from, and then blah blah blah. Put that in and save that. So now if you hover over it, you can see that there's a file attached to it and what it's called. On the left hand side, you can open it up, and all the attachments that you attach to that particular PDF file will list on the left hand side here. To be able to view it, you just come to the left hand side, double click on it. It's asking you, do you want to open it, and you say yes, and that would be now the image that you have attached. Remember, that can be a Word document, can be a scanned document, anything you like can be attached to a PDF. After you've filled it out and you're finished with the form, what you need to do is, remember, the file I've sent you is the template. What you need to do is you go File, Save As, and I'm going to save it now on my desktop for demonstration purposes, and I'll just rename that file. And call it Stefan Schmidt Property and say save. Okay, say for example now I've filled in the form and I want it to next property when I'm out on the road and I go to another business. What I recommend to do is that I go reset. That clears all the fields, but your files are still attached. So that means you have to come down to wherever you've attached the file, highlight it and click on it and hit delete. Okay, so what you need to do, come to the attachment, highlight it and delete it. So now your form is blank again. Alright, there's no information in there. But before you start filling it out now, I recommend to do a file, save as, and then give it a name again. And I'm saying now this is Allgate Hardware. Allgate Hardware property, save, and now you start filling that form out as you did before. Okay, if you have any trouble, give me a yell and a hoy, and I'm more than happy to help you. Just make sure after you reset that you go a file save as, and always a file save as, so that way you're avoiding overriding the form you've created previously. So yeah, give me a hoy. Thank you.